Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be reviewing the KLI Baba Yaga pistol. If you like the content, I'm going to ask you to please like and subscribe. First, let's get into some pros. The first one is the looks. This gun looks amazing. I love the copper barrel. I love all the design features that it has. I love the stipple grip tape, the serrations, and the fact that it has some really nice sights. The second pro is the mag capacity. This mag holds 31 rounds, and it's also compatible with Tokyo Marui mags, so that's nice. If you get the CO2 version of this gun, you can run the green gas mags in it. If you run it the other way around, though, the gun is not built to run the higher pressures of CO2, so... Also, touching on the looks, I like this like two-tone, like shiny black along with the flat black look here. The third pro is the grip. This grip's very aggressive. The stippling's very nice, feels good in your hands. It is a little big, but that's okay. The fourth pro is the trigger. It has a really nice trigger that's skeletonized along with the skeletonized hammer. And here is the trigger brakes. So that's all there is for take up. And here's the reset. And there we go, brakes again. The third thing I like about it are the window cuts showing off the bronze barrel. It looks extremely nice, and yeah, it adds for a lighter slide, which is pretty cool. Next thing I like is the beaver tail. This beaver tail is really aggressive. Your hand won't slide past it. Slide's not going to bite you. It is a functioning beaver tail safety, by the way. So if I cock this and this beaver tail here is not depressed, you are not able to pull the trigger. It does have front and rear serrations, and they are pretty deep, which is pretty nice. If I can get that in frame. Okay, I can't get it to frame. Oh well. The next thing I like about it is the mag well. This already has a really nice extended mag well for some faster reloads. The next thing I like is the mag release. It sticks out pretty far. It's in a good spot. It's pretty easy to hit it from where you're regularly have your hands. The next thing I like about it is the safety. It does have these two flaps right here are the safety. The safety will click into its spot. From here you will not be able to move the slide or pull the trigger. And then when you want to take it off, it is really easy to just go like that, and you're good. The next thing I like about it is the fiber optics. It does come with fiber optics from factory. The next thing I like about it's the rail, so you can put your flashlight or your angled grip, foregrip, whatever, bipod, whatever you want to put on it, you can. The next thing I like about it is some of the parts and the mags are compatible with high capas. I'm not too sure what parts are compatible, but I know for sure that the mags are. The next thing I like about it is gas efficiency. I probably get 60 shots out of this before I have to change the CO2. So that's pretty nice. Next thing I like about it is the recoil. This thing recoils really, really hard. It's got that CO2 power that everyone likes. The next thing I like about it is the sound. This is probably the loudest gas blowback airsoft gun I have ever heard. When I first got it, I shot it indoors and it hurt my ears a little bit. Along with the fact that everything on the outside of this pistol, minus maybe the outer barrel, are metal except for this grip. The last thing I like about it is the cuts in the trigger guard for your fingers. So as you can see, my finger can get really high up in there, and then it does have a spot right here for your other hand, which makes it feel really nice, really ergonomic. Also, it does have this little cut here, so if you can't get the mag out, you can stick something in there to pull it out. Now let's get into some cons. So the first one is the price. This thing runs about $180 to $200, and that is a lot for a pistol. That's much more than many other pistols along with regular high capas. Regular high capas are around $130. The next thing I don't like about it is the barrel wear. So I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. So there's a lot of wear on the outer barrel. Not so much in here, but more right here. The next thing I don't like is the weight. This thing is well over 3.5 pounds. I would say this is probably 4 pounds with the mag in. The next thing I don't like about it is that not all of the parts for it are compatible with high capas. There are a few parts, but the Tokyo Marui ones are not fully cross-compatible. The next thing I don't like is the small slide release. It doesn't really stick out much. If you can see right there. The next thing I don't like about it is there's no trademark. So on the actual licensed one from John Wick, it does have trademarks right here in white on both sides, which look pretty nice. And the last thing I don't like about it is that it comes from a small company. This is not a company where you're going to be able to send your gun there and they'll send you a whole new gun because something broke. You're going to have to buy your parts yourselves. Alright, so here's how to put in your CO2 or your gas. So there is a little thing right here. They're just going to pull down. My nails can grab it. And then you're just going to pull your base plate apart. This base plate's plastic, not metal. Your slide or your magazine follower should stay in there. And then for CO2, you're going to take a coin. And all you're going to do is you're going to take off the cap. The penny didn't give me enough leverage, so I grabbed the bigger quarter. And then there we go. You just spin this off. And same thing to put the CO2 in. So here we go. I found that the Crossman ones don't work. They don't fit for some reason. So you have to use these Umarex ones. At least that's what works for me. Which is better anyway because these Umarex ones are lubricated. Also, to access your hop-up, you're going to want to take it down. And from there, this is a very annoying hop-up adjustment. But once that's out and your slide's off, your hop-up wheel is right there. Alright, now let's get into taking this gun down. First, you're going to want to make sure the mag's out. And that's about it. Second, you're going to want to pull back your slide. And this little divot right here, you're going to want to line it up with the end of this right here. And then from there, you just hold the slide, and I like to use a pen because it's kind of hard. I'm just going to push this pin out. There we go. So then this piece should come out, and then your slide should just slide forward and off. There you go. Now you have access to your trigger assembly. And then from here, what you want to do is, I didn't know how to do this until I looked, like someone else made a review on it recently. What you're going to do is you're just going to grab this right here, and you're going to pull this out, and then pull that up, and boom, that has flown out. Your recoil spring, whatever this is, and that also allows you to gain access to your hop up and your outer barrel, inner barrel. And then you just do it in reverse to put it back together. The reason I show you how to clean it is because CO2 guns need more maintenance than green gas guns. They need to be lubed and cleaned more often. So I have my 6-inch diameter target 50 feet away, like for all pistols. I'll be using .25s, and this pistol gets around 310 FPS on CO2. Okay, so I will be shooting 2 sighter shots and then 10 actual shots at the target. Here we go. hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, 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 miss, hit. The gun did pretty trash for how much it costs, being $180 and only hitting 6 out of 10. But some of my misses can be attributed to the wind. There is kind of a strong side wind today. Also, something to note, with the hop up turned all the way up, the BBs hit the ground after about 80 to 100 feet, I would say. And I'm sure you can find aftermarket hop ups that are compatible with it. I'm just not too sure which ones are compatible. My final thoughts on this gun. It's pretty decent for a pistol, however, the price is very high. If you want a gun that's both fun and viable, this is the gun for you. If you like high capas, this is something different. It's pretty cool. You can run a tap adapter for this if you have it already. I'm glad I bought it because I got it on sale I pre-ordered it from Airsoft GI, and I got the extra CO2 mag with it. The orange tip I did cut. I kept it on there, but I did cut it down a little bit. The gun's smooth. It's relatively accurate. It's very ergonomic. However, it is kind of hard to take it down to adjust the hop up or to clean it. It's pretty snappy and it has really good build quality too. But yeah, overall this is a pretty good gun. Once again, I'm going to ask you guys if you enjoyed the content to please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.